Prepare for a financial revolution as XRP is on a meteoric rise that could see it hit $1,650 to $2,900 by the end of 2024. This isn't just hyperbolic rhetoric. It's based on an important breakthrough: the impending release of an ETF for XRP. Imagine this: with an incredible track record, BlackRock, the same financial behemoth that launched a profitable Bitcoin ETF, is now applying its knowledge to XRP, where almost all of their ETF proposals have been approved. The entry of BlackRock into XRP is revolutionary. There's more, though. BlackRock isn't the only band making waves. Grayscale is entering the market as well. They have included XRP in their cryptocurrency portfolio in addition to proposing an XRP ETF. This demonstrates the increasing power of XRPs and Ripple Labs in the field of global transactions. Greetings, Peepo Coin Channel. Welcome once more to your one-stop shop for anything XRP. Let's briefly catch up before getting into the main topic of today's article. I need you to do me a little favor. Click like, subscribe, and ring that bell to become a part of our incredible community. Here's a small heads up as well. We're getting ready for a massive XRP giveaway as we get closer to 60,000 subscribers. It's easy to participate in the giveaway. Just take 3 easy steps. Thus, be sure to be attentive and prepared. To guarantee your place in the giveaway, don't forget to include a hashtag in the comments. Let's now explore the fascinating realm of XRP and discover what's fresh as of right now. A closer look at the data reveals that BlackRock has an almost perfect record when it comes to ETF approvals. Being the world leader in asset management, BlackRock's foray into Web 3.0 and cryptocurrencies marks a significant change in how the conventional financial industry views virtual currencies. Their exceptional proficiency in handling the financial sector is demonstrated by their almost flawless approval record for ETFs. Recall that BlackRock is an unstoppable force in the ETF industry, with an astounding 99.8% ETF approval rate. Here it's important to see the big picture. Not only have big financial firms like JP Morgan and BlackRock been interested in XRP, but they have also been actively hoarding it. These titans have reportedly invested more than 7.5% of their entire wealth in XRP, according to reports in a leaked document. A recent, carefully researched piece even suggested that BlackRock would completely switch its emphasis from Bitcoin to XRP, indicating a big change in their approach to investing. The likelihood of an XRP ETF backed by BlackRock is now more likely than ever thanks to this step, which shows that demand in XRP is rising. This is where it becomes even more fascinating, though. The story of XRP has taken a new turn: the XRP ETP's existence. Although its inventor is still unknown, this ETP's existence is a crucial first step toward an ETF. Although the XRP ETP has been launched according to reports, it is now in the pre-release stage, valued at $0, and is expected to be unveiled any moment. There's more. There are rumors that an XRP ETF will launch concurrently with the ETP, coinciding with the ETF's debut. In addition to being logical, this concurrent release highlights the ETF's quick development, possibly coming just weeks after the debut of a Bitcoin ETF. The potential for XRP is enormous when we consider this, particularly in light of the fact that Bitcoin rose to $43,000 before its ETF launch. We are discussing the potential for XRP's value to skyrocket to $1,650 or perhaps $2,500 if its ETF is released to the market. Alright, listen to me. This isn't as crazy as it may seem. The XRP ETP has already gone live, opening the door for an XRP ETF in a matter of weeks. Many people are unaware that Fidelity, a financial giant, has formally launched the exchange-traded instrument for XRP. This is a quick step toward the introduction of an XRP ETF that should soon receive approval from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Actually, we only talked about a recently released piece yesterday. It disclosed that an XRP ETF might be on the horizon, according to a research that was released by none other than BlackRock. This leak suggested that XRP would soon be filed as an ETF. A leading BlackRock analyst confirmed in a public remark that a BlackRock ETF dedicated to XRP would be launched, which increased the enthusiasm. They even mentioned the iShares XRP Trust in connection with an ETF filing. I checked this myself after being dubious at first, and sure enough, it's on the Delaware list of corporations page. This trend is revolutionary, and demonstrates how near we are to witnessing a profound change in the market presence of XRP, which could resemble or even outpace the changes observed in the Bitcoin ETF. The crypto industry has seen a major advance that has been clarified by recent study. More than 7.5 million XRP have been purchased by BlackRock and JP Morgan, demonstrating institutional interest in cryptocurrencies. In addition to hoarding XRP, BlackRock is spearheading the movement by utilizing the XRP ledger in their business processes and, most significantly, by advancing the public launch of an XRP ETF. The XRP ETF has a very good chance of being approved, especially considering BlackRock's nearly faultless record of ETF approvals. It is impossible to overestimate the influence of an XRP ETF on its value. This is why, despite its apparent ambition, a target price of $9,831 for XRP begins to make sense when you take into account all the important events that are imminent. Considering the enormous sums involved, XRP is positioned to play a significant role in managing international debt transfers. Potentially between $1.8 and $1.3 quadrillion would move through the XRP ledger, which is largely controlled by the ISDA. In addition, the Republic of Palau is creating its central bank digital currency on the XRP ledger, and the BRICS countries, including Saudi Arabia, are also incorporating the XRP ledger into their systems. This scenario logically suggests a soaring value per XRP currency because it presents a classic case of high volume, high demand, and limited availability. This is a topic that has been very popular recently. Some people believe that my optimism regarding XRP is merely a fantasy. Well, perhaps they're right. Here's what I say though. I am fully committed to accepting this hopium. I'm taking a deep breath, lighting it up and rolling it up into a giant one. It's some strong stuff. I firmly think that there is hope. It's a lifeline, particularly when you're struggling and trying to hold on. I don't see that as a drawback, but it's perfectly acceptable if you don't believe in hope and believe it's all wishful thinking. My motto is to encourage one another. We're not about tossing tokens into a void, and anything less seems like that. Our goal is to remain optimistic. Speaking of optimism, I'm enjoying all of your stimulating discussions and thought-provoking opinions. The brain is truly stimulated by it. Regarding institutions and XRP, an intriguing point was brought up. They are not need to purchase XRP. Leasing is another choice. That's a worthwhile notion, isn't it? So I had an interesting thought. What if XRP was only being purchased by individual investors? I investigated this further and even questioned ChatGPT regarding the SWIFT system's daily transaction volume. Over $7 trillion was the startling response. Additionally, keep in mind that this only includes foreign trade. The derivatives market, which is worth quadrillions, is not included. Not NFTs, tokenized assets like real estate, or smart contracts. Now consider how XRP might be involved in each of these domains. But let's focus only on international trade, the region in which SWIFT works. Taking that $7 trillion and having it, let's imagine what might occur if XRP, which has 1,700 connections, yes, Ripple and XRP have established a high standard here. We're only able to manage $3 trillion of it every day. That would imply that $3 trillion must be maintained within the system on that day. It's obvious that this situation has the ability to raise the value of XRP to more than $1.50 per coin. Value will inevitably increase. It makes sense to believe that some of these links will invest in XRP